Good morning. For all who are here with us at our headquarters, as well as you who are able to join us online, welcome to the Miroku Association Risshun service, combined with the Hatsuike flower arranging ceremony. We have gathered today to express our gratitude to God and Meishu-sama for the protection, help, and countless blessings we have received this past month, and to ask permission to serve the divine plan throughout this coming month. We will begin our service today with the Hatsuike ceremony.
Hatsuike, or the first flower of the year, is offered to God solemnly to express our gratitude for the great Mother Nature. Always generous, the great nature is the very manifestation of truth, which while providing our sustenance and with its beauty and perfection awakens in each of us the consciousness of communion with God. The first flower of the year promotes the purification and elevation of human feelings for the new journey that is about to begin. Within it, we impregnate our wishes that humanity will be blessed with a full year of health, prosperity, and peace. This flower represents our firm intention to strive throughout the new year to make other people happy, thereby generating great gratitude and joy. As Meishu-sama teaches, gratitude gives birth to gratitude, and ingratitude creates more ingratitude. This is because gratitude reaches God, while ingratitude reaches dark forces. Therein lies the reason why those who are always grateful actually enjoy happiness, good fortune, while those who are ungrateful and constantly complain are unhappy and become more and more unfortunate. One prominent spiritual leader in Japan wrote, "If you rejoice, joyous things will come to you."
We invite Ikebana Sanketsu senior instructors Talita Partezani de Souza and Miho Negrão to represent us with the offering of flowers to the Supreme God during this Hatsuike ceremony. We would like to invite Reverend Marco Negrão to place the Ikebana's first branch. We will now have the presentation of offerings to God. Please remain seated and pray along silently for the opening prayer.
Great God of light, with our deepest respect, we have gathered here at the Miroku Association headquarters to celebrate our Risshun, the beginning of spring service, combined with our monthly appreciation service. We humbly offer you our prayers of praise, appreciation for protection, help, and the countless blessings we have received this past month, and to ask for permission, guidance, and inspiration to serve in your divine work of the construction of paradise on earth. Please accept the materialization of our gratitude through our in-person and virtual presence, our monetary offerings, and by guiding our relatives and friends. Please give us the strength and wisdom to practice this year's guidelines in our everyday life. While renewing our faith and celebrating 90 years since the birth of our church and the 70 years of Meishu Sama's ascension, let us expand our practices of faith by intensifying our dedications through the practice of Jorei, participating in prayer services, offering donations of gratitude, and guiding individuals capable of overcoming purifications, as well as living in accordance with the daylight age. May we receive greater light and spiritual strength to realize Meishu Sama's ideals in our hearts, our homes, and our communities, so we become effective instruments of your divine light to bring happiness to everyone around us. May the new age of happiness and everlasting peace, where love, goodwill, and understanding prevail, soon become a reality.
We will now have the pine branch offerings, representing our gratitude for our shelter and clothing. Head Minister Reverend Marco Negrão. Representing all participants, Reverend Terry Sato and Anselmo Rodrigues. Please stand and join the bells and claps. Please remain standing for the Amatsu no Rito, the prayer of heaven, followed by the prayer for paradise on earth.
Takaamahara ni kamuzu marimasu.
Amuro ni kamuro mino mikoto mochite Sune mihoya amuri sana mino mikoto Tsukushi no himuka no tachihana no Ododo ahagi harani Misogi harai tamo rogi minari maseru Harai dono kami tachi Moro moro no magagoto sumike garero Harai tamae tirome tamae tomao sukoto no yoshiro Amatsu kami kunisu kami aoyorozu no kami tachi tomoni Ame no fuchi komando imi furi katete Hikoshi meseto kashiko ni kashiko ni momaosu Miroku o mikami Mamori tamae saki ae tamae Miroku o mikami Mamori tamae saki ae tamae Oshie miyoya nushi no kami Mamori tamae saki ae tamae Oshie miyoya nushi no kami Mamori tamae saki ae tamae Nagara tamachi aemase Nagara tamachi aemase
In deep reverence, we acknowledge the fact that the great God of light has appeared and will continue to appear on earth in many different manifestations in order to fulfill his plan of establishing paradise on earth. God will dispel all of the earth's spiritual clouds, will cleanse all the sins and impurities from both the spiritual and physical realms, and will bring about the ideal world of paradise on earth, one filled with light, everlasting joy, and happiness everywhere. A world of humanity and every living creature has longed for throughout the ages. In this paradise there will be perfect weather all year round, with gentle breeze blowing every fifth day, and rain falling every 10th day, without storms of any kind. Because of God's boundless love, all evil spirits and misguided ones will realize their mistakes and submit themselves to divine rule. All bad practices will cease, and all wrong laws will be corrected, because negative forces will be awakened to truth, and released from their attachment and undue desires. All forces of light will be able to fulfill their missions and plan. Even nature itself, its mountains, rivers, and foliage, will be influenced by the love of God. All life, birds, animals, fish, and insects will have their rightful places and will enjoy their individual lives. Such is the state of the true ideal world. In the sky overhead, birds of heaven will be seen flying, and auspicious clouds will float along, proclaiming happy events. On earth, countless beautiful flowers will fill the air with their lovely fragrance. Holy sanctuaries of the God of light, in the sacred grounds, will be soaring into the sky, and countless magnificent beautiful centers and stately halls of light will fill all the towns on earth with their golden fireworks glittering in the sun. This is truly a picture of paradise on earth. Everyone will have bountiful harvests, and their storehouses will be full of grains. Fish are caught in abundance. Happy voices will be heard everywhere, and everyone will enjoy life to the fullest. Boundaries between countries will disappear. Enemies between races and all conflicts will vanish like bad dreams. All people on earth will become one under the rule of the great God of light. All will be embraced in God's loving arms. And our daily work and livelihood will be guided by God's intelligence and wisdom. We will all enjoy prosperity by doing good deeds, helping others, and accumulating virtue. Without needing to rely on medicine, we will be blessed with health and longevity. O God, please bless us with your great love and boundless benevolence, and help us to live in accordance with your will. We pray from our innermost hearts that paradise on earth may be a reality. Great God of light, protect us and bless us with supreme happiness. Our founding spiritual father, Meishu Sama, protect us and bless us with supreme happiness. In accordance with your will, renew our souls with your divine light.
Please be seated. We will now receive group Chore. Jure is now concluded. Let us listen to a teaching of Meishu Sama.
Significance of Risshun. I have told you about the meaning of Risshun every year for some time, so perhaps it is not necessary to speak of it again. However, this is an exceedingly important time for God's plan, and its importance becomes greater each year. I cannot go into this too deeply, but all members will notice the fact that purification becomes more severe, stronger at this time. This happens both on Risshun and on June 15th, which are the two big turning points of the year. By this, I mean that the changes become more noticeable at these turning points. However, there is a difference between the way the spiritual vibration changes in February and the way it changes in June. The change that comes with the turning point in February is that God's action takes a new major direction. The change in June is different from that, for it is then that the spiritual realm becomes brighter, that Kazo, the spirit of fire, increases. I may say that the turning in February is God's time of reckoning, the time when we pay off our spiritual debts, the sins and clouds accumulated during the age of night, whereas the 15th of June is the time when the spiritual realm in general becomes brighter, and this reflects on our lives.
Let's have greetings from the president of Miroku Association, Reverend Marco Negrão.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to our Risshun service combined with our monthly appreciation service. First, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude for all your support. Terms of your presence daily, monthly, our monthly services, both in person and online, your study of Mishama's teachings, your practice of Jure, you guiding your family and friends studying Mishama's teachings. So I want to thank you for your daily prayers towards the victims of wars, of natural and man-made disasters, such as those who perished from the Los Angeles fires, also the aircraft disasters both in Washington, D.C. and Philadelphia. Today we enjoyed a gorgeous Hatsuike ceremony. By offering this special flower arrangement to God and Meishu-sama, we asked permission to carry on the activities related to art and beauty throughout the year. Our senior Sangetsu instructors did a tremendous job because they prepared my branch. They thought, if we don't prepare exactly how it should be, we may mess up. But you see how great job they did. They made my job so much simple, almost. Was okay? All right, good. So because of this flower, so we can share joy and salvation for others. That's the importance of the flowers, and this being the first flower of the year. We are planning an art exhibition, and we have some updates. I would like to ask Reverend Terry Sato to inform you about, please.
May 10th, the second weekend of the month, is the art festival we're gonna have. And not only just the flowers and beautiful Mason's original calligraphies, we're gonna have art performances. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Can you imagine what paradise on earth will be like? As it said here, say May, pure and bright. That's the Mason's original calligraphy, especially displayed on this occasion, Risshun. And it's paradise on earth. It's a word of being pure and bright and healthy, as you know, and peaceful. Not only that, it's a word that art is fully practiced and manifested. So that's why we like to invite all those talented people in your family and friends to this center, and this may be a great chance for them to maybe awaken hidden talents, and then we can develop it to inviting all those big figures like Taylor Swift or Paul McCartney or whoever you prefer. And you know, this is New York, and we have lots of talented people out there. We have famous music theaters and all those boxes. So we might be able to reach those people. So I would like to create a miniature of paradise to attract those people and even awaken your hidden talents. May 10th, the second weekend of the month. That's the day. Let's enjoy. Back to you, Reverend Marco.
So Paul McCartney probably had a bigger space. Thank you, Reverend Terry. Today's teaching is an explanation Meishu-sama has written regarding the significance of Risshun. The educational committee, the Sacred Grounds in Japan, also wrote words to further explain what Risshun means. Risshun is the calendar time when the ecliptic longitude of the sun reaches 315 degrees. This foretells the coming of the spring. According to the lunar calendar, the winter season ends with the Setsubun, the close of winter, which would be actually February 3rd, and Risshun February 4th. The beginning of spring then sets in. This is the starting point of several events of the year. Risshun, the time when the atmosphere of spring begins to fill the air. With this season as the turning point, all things in nature begin to change. So does humanity's way of life. Since ancient days in Japan, various days of the year have been established as special occasions and observed annually. And as this has been noted by succeeding generations, many traditions and customs have been introduced and practiced regularly. From the spiritual viewpoint, according to the divine revelation Meishu Sama received, Risshun was the time when Miroku o Mikami, great god of light, began to release his direct light. Since then, each year on this date, his divine light has increasing power and radiance in intensity. This date is also the Divine Light Program's starting point for all of our activities throughout the next 12 months. This is in this day when the release of the divine power is accelerated and the divine plan is more conspicuously advanced toward the final goal, his paradise on earth. Each year, we members of the World Messianic Church recognize this significant day of Risshun as the beginning date of our work for the Divine Life Program for the next 12 months. We give thanks to God and Meishu Sama for their love and blessings, make a new pledge for still greater service and efforts, and ask for continued help, guidance, and blessings. In this connection, we would like you to know that as we look back in our church history, we find that various important events they took place when at this time of Risshun. It was then when Meishu Sama entered his spiritual life, makes his ascension. The first publication of the important teachings was the setting a new system for the world church organization, the construction of all main buildings of the church, including the holy sanctuaries, was started, and the unification program was also established in our organization. So as we attend this special service, as Risshun held at the Mother Church, for instance, we contemplate the mystics, sublime, and solemn events which have manifest each year at this time of Risshun. And we cannot but feel the profound will of God working behind everything. On January 29th, this past January, Reverend Hayashi Nakai made his transition to the spiritual realm. He was 93 years old, and perhaps the last surviving pioneer minister who served directly with Meishu Sama. Last year, we had a pilgrimage to the sacred grounds in Japan, and 16 of us had the privilege to hear Reverend Nakai's accounts and impressions about Meishu Sama. His aura really bathed all of us while attending his lecture at the Sunshine Hall, which is the Nikoden, at the Hakone Sacred Grounds. He was a young ministerial trainee when he was assigned to assist Meishu Sama, along with another one or two fellows, while Meishu Sama wrote calligraphies and sacred focal points. His assignment was to pull the calligraphy that had just been written, so Meishu Sama could write a new one on the paper underneath. It was like a production line, because Meishu Sama would write 500 ohikari in 1 hour, sometimes 600, so they had to speed up things. Meishu Sama would write these calligraphies in the evening. In one of these writing sessions, the young Nakai tried to bring a hanging lamp close to Meishu Sama so he could see better what he was doing. But in the process, he ended up bumping the lamp on Meishu Sama's head. So he was terrified and said, oh, Meishu Sama would scold me, severely. But Meishu Sama just said, like this, come on, pay more attention next time, right? But yet on another occasion, young Nakai pulled too soon the calligraphy hikari, even for the hikari Meishu Sama was just writing, damaging it. It not just damaged that calligraphy, because pulled too soon, damaged the paper that was underneath too. those two would serve as ohikara sacred focal points. Because of that, Mishama stopped everything, paused at length, and sternly lectured Nakai that his lack of attention not just damaged to Hikari, but prevented thousands and thousands of people of receiving the divine light of Jodei. This sharing of Reverend Nakai was enjoyed by perhaps every pilgrimage group that visited Japan in the last 20 years or so. Because of his age, Reverend Nakai was always saying that that would be the last. But he kept going, demonstrating his love, devotion, and spirit of the dedication. He shared profound things about the significance of the divine gardens of Hakone, sacred grounds planned by God and built by God. He mentioned how the gardens in Hakone bring our five senses to life. Our eyes marvel at the beauty of the different colors of plants. We can smell the perfume of different flowers. We are also able to hear sounds more fabulous than a symphony composed by Mozart, according to him. For example, there are 4 miniature waterfalls. Each one of them projects water from different heights to rocks of different shapes. Hence the unique sounds they make to soothe our senses and elevate our spirits. We can all experience these incredible sensations by joining our next pilgrimage to Japan this fall, which will be led by Reverend Romilson Candido and assisted by Reverend Guilherme de Souza and Reverend Terry Sato. Please talk to your center head for more details. Mishusama encouraged those around him to honestly write about their impressions and his day-to-day. These accounts are recorded on the books Remembering Meishu-sama. In the near future, we are going to update the reminiscences about Meishu-sama in 2 volumes. We are also going to publish Our Daily Bread, which is the expanded version of Daily Inspirations. And that will be in 2 volumes, and also Meishu-sama's Teachings, Volume 6. Here are 2 reminiscences about Meishu-sama that I found interesting and that I would like to share with you. The first one is entitled We Watched a Movie Together. And this is by Enno Ichikawa, a kabuki theater actor and member of the Japan Academy of Arts. So he started. What caught my attention the most during my first meeting with Meishu-sama were the flowers that decorated the room where we gathered. He personally arranged all the flower displays in the alcove, the tokonoma. Whenever he invited us, there was always one of his arrangements there. When appreciating them, one could sense something different. The arrangement's appearance was extremely harmonious, making us feel something out of the ordinary. I believe he was a master in the art of ikebana. Meishu-sama was extraordinary. Perhaps this was the source of the unique feeling we experienced. It was truly admirable. As an example, I would like to share the following episode. During a visit to the Hakone Sacred Grounds, while we were having a meal together, after admiring some works of art, Meishu-sama said to me, "Tonight I will watch a movie with the members. Would like to join?" To which I replied, "Yes, with pleasure." So we headed to the Sunshine Hall in Nikoden. The movie was highly critical of religions. Moreover, it was practically a satire of the Messianic Church. Even so, he showed it to the members, which shocked me. As we watched the film, Meishu-sama laughed heartily and said, "Oh, this is great, it's so funny." I was deeply moved by his greatness. From a human perspective, people would normally think that a film satirizing the Messianic Church. Our church should not be shown to its followers. However, with complete tranquility. It was as if he were saying, oh, look, there is also this way of viewing our church. His attitude was not exaggerated. It came from the most sincere sentiment. I was amazed by his generosity. And the second reminiscence is a title which Sama gave Jode even inside the train. And this was by a minister who shared this story. When he lived in Tamagawa, Tokyo, Sama frequently went to, where did he go? He went to somewhere. Hold on 1 second. Up. Okay. Next one, please. So he lived in Tamagawa, and there was this chance when they boarded a train together to this minister. So Mishama had this. He would enter and then take a seat very quickly. Mishama was like this. And if there was a space of 10 centimeters, which is 4 inches, Mishama would, sit here next to me. If I reply, this is impossible, then Mishama would ask the person next to him, move slightly so that make room for this minister, right? So even while sitting beside me in an uncomfortable position, Mishama would give Jode at the level of my hips, and once even remarked, your hips are purifying a lot. This demonstrates his great kindness. Since I was very uninhibited, while receiving Jode on the way back from the movie theater, I would simply say thank you and quickly get off the train. On a New York subway, I occasionally see this kind of space between seats, but I don't dare to ask the passenger to make room for me to sit like Meishu Sama did. I have seen enough of New Yorkers, my fellow commuters, overreacting for the slightest things. But one thing during my commute that I have been able to practice is Jode, while riding a bus and train to come to the center from home. Sometimes the Jode exchange happened between me and my wife, sometimes between me and my daughter, and sometimes the three of us are taking the public transportation at the same time. So that gives us this opportunity to start our day doing this practice, the practice of Jode. So with our heart centered and aligned with Meishu Sama's wishes, I pray that you are able to inspire those around you, family, friends, workers, neighbors, to join us in this movement of creating paradise on earth, so that they receive the Ohikari sacred focal point. That's how they can be inspired and start channeling Jode and be able to effectively be able to join us in this movement. So thank you very much. Have a safe return to your homes and a joyful, successful month of engagement in our practice. Thank you.
This concludes our service today. Thank you very much for joining us. We wish you a blessed day.